Hello everybody, welcome back. We're going to be doing another game review today. This is just a demo, and this is the game Destiny's Sword. Now I got my copy from the developer directly, and I've been given the go-ahead to release my video finally. The game is by Two Dogs Games. I don't think I've heard of them before. Let me see if they've done anything. It doesn't look like they've done anything before. No. They haven't done anything before, so that's fine. Now this game is, well, let's have a quick read of the description to get a feel of this. Destiny's Sword is a living narrative game featuring unprecedented character depth and diversity. Join thousands of players to create intertwined adventures and shape the evolution of the story together. Now there's a few things the developer says here that, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but aren't true, just outright false. I've got his video here. And I just want to play a little clip here for you so you can hear what is being said.
So what we can see here, first of all, it's a blue box prototype where eventually this will all take place in a beautiful and interactive environment where everything will be reactive to the things you do. You know, if it's in the forest, you may be able to set fire to trees or collapse trees, that kind of thing. They may help or hinder you depending on the situation. If you're in the urban environment, you know, you'll be able to knock windows out of buildings and destroy bits of the scenery, and that'll obviously...
So let's just stop it there. So all of that he's just said there is totally, it's complete nonsense. You can't control the environment at all, especially not in the demo. As a matter of fact, you can't even control the soldiers. What you can control is the cards at the bottom here and the powers that they get. So I'm going to show you a bit of gameplay, and I'm just going to show you what I'm referring to here. And again, I'm not trying to be rude, but it's frustrating to see that things are being mentioned in here that really clearly aren't available in the game, or certainly aren't yet. Admittedly, this is a demo, so I'm expecting this to be very basic, but I'm expecting this to be the best that this developer has to offer in its current stage. So let's get into the gameplay. Okay, that's enough of that. So I've had it confirmed from the developers on the Discord that the logging in page here is actually a placeholder, but this does sometimes glitch out. This is because when you do eventually play the game, you will be logging into a secure server. Now I didn't actually click login then, and it's already logged me in, and it says loading, so okay, fine. Interesting that it sort of forced me in then. Not a problem. I'm going to turn this down because this game is incredibly loud, and there was absolutely no settings menu. Okay, so this is the main fight for power. There's 3 different factions that can fight for power at any one point, and this will show you which one you're in if it's going up and down. This isn't real. This is a placeholder. There are no people online at the moment, and there is somewhat of resource management. However, the resources are just called R4, 3, 2 and 1. They don't have a name. I would have expected this to at least tell us what the resource was. Like, you know, I've got 3,000 of what? What is 3,000 of R1 worth? What is it for? It doesn't really tell you. My main problem with this is when you have a multiple, sort of a massive multiplayer online game. This reminds me of PlanetSide 2. You had this huge map where there was 3 factions fighting for different parts at any one point, and that really relied on the actual players. They were bots, but they weren't the ones controlling all of the regions. So that really relied on a massive player base. This has a campaign. Now you can't guarantee that there's going to be people that play your game when it comes out. So your campaign should be top notch, should be the best it can ever be, because that's where people are going to go to when there's not enough people to play online, or certainly when the game first comes out there won't be enough people to affect this. So what I want to do is show you what the gameplay is like and where the developer is misleading this game in what they said on the devlog video. So let's go into the missions. This is the campaign, by the way. And we're going to do mission 1. We get a preset bunch of people, which I assume are all drawn off the same character image because they've all got the same chin line, or like leaning to the left a little bit, but these have all got their own different uses. So mission 1, let's go ahead and go into this. So hopefully this will give us some storyline to go with and some cinematics. No is the answer. No cinematics. You just get thrust into the combat with nothing. Now, the environment here, you've got some awful textures, horrible looking low quality textures, and the plants look really blurry and awful. You know, they're not nice looking plants, they're not nice looking textures, and we've won it already. I didn't even need to click anything. waterfall in the background. Remember this level. Remember this little path going through. Okay, we've got some skill points. Don't really care because you can't really use them yet. So let's go to mission 2 now. Same level. Exactly the same level. No progression. Is it interactive? No, you can't knock down trees. You can't set fire to bushes to advance you. It's absolute nonsense what they've said there. Now, you do get these powers, but you have to buy them. Some of them come already in the game, and you've also got powers up here, like the heal. I can do that, and it will heal a random teammate. You don't get to pick. It just heals someone, which is not very good. The red bar, don't know what that stands for, because it doesn't go down. And they just die anyway when the green bar gets down, so that's that. Let's go ahead to go to mission 3, because after all, this is the campaign, so I'm expecting to see some exciting interactive levels. So mission 3 now, same level. So not only is the campaign totally boring, just absolutely boring, it looks awful, the textures are awful, the models are awful, the water's actually quite nice. I'll give them the water's really quite nice. The character animations are all identical. The shooting animation is identical, the dodging animation is identical, and the models are incredibly basic, but you can't zoom into them because you can't control them. Now this is what it looks like when we use one of our moves. We just do this little thing, and it just does that. It scans. It doesn't do anything. It's like, there's no fun here. This game is incredibly boring in its current state, and because this is the demo, I was really hoping that this would have the best of the best to offer. You know, the game is clearly at some point in its life, in its roadmap, and I know it's only a demo, but this game is nowhere near ready to be released. Anywhere near. We're going to go back to the ship now, because the entire campaign is the same level, up until level 5 at least. Oh, well, actually, you know what? Since we're here together, let's check out level 5 and see if it's the same. Of course it is. The exact same level again. Just more units. Actually, no, there's 3 units this time, which is the same amount as the last one, I believe. Same names, everything. It's just boring. It's just absolutely boring. And that's a shame to say, because this game had potential. Apparently this is the only game of its type. Yeah, I seem to remember Final Fantasy being where they fight, you send them in to do what you want them to do. The only difference is that we use cards to tell our units what to do, or we use cards to use a power. I don't want to sit here and watch my game play itself, because you can do that up until a certain level. This is the pinnacle. This is how fun it gets. Now we will try the other game modes out in a moment, because I want to give this as fair a review. Also, the same music playing every time we fight is incredibly annoying. Oh, we won again. I didn't actually do anything. I spun the camera around a little bit, but that's fine. Now apparently this manages mental health of your units, which actually I think is a very cool thing. And there are some good things about this game so far. So what we've got here, we've got the guild hall, interact with guild members and access social store. So this just gives us some pointless information. Like, great, I can't actually click this, so I can't actually affect this. Wall of Honor, you can't click this. Social store, now I can click this, and I have got some credits here. I really hope, I hope to God that these aren't paid credits with real money. I hope you just earn these from doing missions, but it doesn't really tell you, it doesn't elaborate on this. Hold a funeral for fallen members, but I haven't lost anyone yet, so why is this even an option? I tell you what it does have. It has some very nice artwork. A very unique style artwork. I don't know why we're doing this. What's the point in this funeral? Hold a party. Oh, why not? Do a drill. There's just no point. So that's fine. That's the guild hall. The guild admin button doesn't work either. So let's go to the repair bay. So we've got a mech here, which has a severe urgent attention required. Fine. Can't click it, can't build it, can't repair it. So that's an option. You might as well just blank that out, put a padlock on it and say it's not available. You could just put a tooltip on this screen and say, it does absolutely nothing, there's no point spending your social credits. It's so pointless. Now this is the medical bay, I believe. Yeah, medical bay. And why am I there? Okay, apparently I'm a doctor, Jerome. Okay, that's fine. Interestingly enough, none of my characters are here, despite the fact that they're all stressed out and some are fearful. The command center, this has patch notes and news in it. But why would they be patch notes about a game in the game? So did my civilization build a room specifically for me to get updates? It doesn't make sense. Let's see. Servers will be down on August 19th. Well, there weren't any servers up. That's what they said to me in the email. So I'm not sure what they mean by that. Barracks. So we've got all these characters. Now, they've obviously used the same model here, and then they just edited it and drew it slightly different to make all these different characters. And the artwork looks really nice. Like, these guys in the background look fantastic. These characters look awesome. I can click on relationships, but I can't actually do anything because our squad are good. Our commanders are good because I'm the commander. They're good with me. But you can't click on any of these guys. They don't do anything. What's this button for? Like, why is this page here? Recruit. Okay, so I can hire some people. So, where are these guys now? Are they in here? No, I can't access them. So you may as well just put a padlock on here and said you can't use it, because there's nothing you can do here. And the ready room is the same room we was in before. This is the room where you get all the missions, essentially. But you don't actually have any missions popping up, apart from the special missions, the boss battles, and the campaign. The campaign is completely pointless at this point in time. They're not demonstrating anything at all that they're mentioning in the devlogs. Now, the boss battle is apparently supposed to be multiplayer. Let me show you what this is like. So there's 4 groups attacking. Ideally, each group would be owned by another person, and we get to fire at this with our own group, which we don't know which one that is. It doesn't tell us. We've got no cards, and we're just going to shoot this mech until it dies. I'm going to go back. There's absolutely no point in me showing this mission because it's just so boring. The actual firing of the guns, the bullets and the projectiles look really nice. I have to admit, they're done really nicely, especially these purple ones that come out of one of these guns over here. And there's this lightning guy, which looks really cool. The bullets look good. So the actual combat animation is fine, but the character animations are boring. I think this game has got some serious potential, but right now, really, I'm probably not going to play this again. I really can't. I really so wanted to give this a good review, and I know it's only the demo, but there are some things that should be included in a demo, especially when you're trying to show off. It's a demonstration of what you've got, after all. Now it looks like we might actually be able to kill this mech without losing a soldier. Oh no, someone died over here, I think. Their stats have magically reset again. The other one is special missions. So let's see what's underneath there. So this one actually has like an actual map, which I would imagine should be the way the campaign looks, as opposed to campaign just being a list of missions. I would have expected the nice map to be where the campaign missions are. But this is a placeholder, so that does nothing. Now there is an option to click go here, because that doesn't actually tell you what that button does. It just says war status, what's going on, and it just says go. It doesn't tell you what it is. So currently there are only 3 levels on the main world map here, which is the approaches, the wastes, and the core, which is like in a city centre. So we could join the war. It won't affect the score because it changes automatically. We could join the war. 60 minutes or 40 battles to gain your highest possible contributions. We're just going to do a tiny little bit of this. I ain't going to play this for 60 minutes. Okay, here's our same 4 dudes again. Now we're just going to shoot these guys. You know, we've got an orbital strike, which we could... No, we've got no tickets, no cards. That's fine. Can't really... You can kind of see what I'm talking about with the textures here. They're not really nice. There's no bump maps on here. There's no displacement. There's no ocular occlusion to give it some sort of depth. There's nothing. The models otherwise, like in the background, look quite nice. So we're just going to leave that there. I can't be bothered to play this anymore. This happened last time I played as well. We got this red alert. You got this bloody alarm that keeps going off every now and again. Your screen starts flashing red. It doesn't tell you what the bloody alarm is for. It's so flipping annoying. obnoxious alarm noises. If you could hear how loud this alarm was in my ear, and there being no settings for turning down the sound, it's just frustrating. Let me get out of this game. I can't play this anymore. You know, I find it difficult to be so harsh to a developer that's, as far as I can tell, a first-time developer. Let's do a little Google search here. Two Dogs Games Limited is an independent Canadian game development studio founded in 2017 by CEO and creative director Ken Hall and formed by a highly experienced team of industry veterans. If that was true, the first devlog video was over 2 years ago now, and the demo is just coming out. This isn't early access, by the way. This is a planned release in 7 months. I don't think they're going to get it there in time. I don't think it's going to be finished in time at this current rate. If this company is founded by industry professionals, what's going on with the game? Why are the textures so bad? Why are the models so bad and boring? Why is the level design generic, boring, no character whatsoever in the level design? Some of the game models are pretty cool, like the Ravager model looks pretty awesome, but that doesn't make up for it. The weather looks terrible, especially the snow. The snow overlay on the screen when you're on that snowy level is so annoying. Just this constant barrage of snow in your face. It doesn't need to be there. We can see the snow on the ground. Just have a light snow coming through. I'm not a professional myself when it comes to making games, but I also know what makes games fun. I play a lot of games. I play an awful lot of games. As a matter of fact, in my game library, let me see, I've got over 712 games. And I play a lot of them. So to come across this game, I think it needs a lot of work. I think the developers are very keen to work on this. I can clearly see they're passionate about it. And I don't hate the game. It's just not ready yet. Is the honest opinion. This video has gone on for a little bit too long. I am going to leave it here. I'm also going to leave a link to the game in the description field so you can find it on Steam if you want to give it a try out. There is a demo available right now which you can get directly through Steam. I'd love to see this game progress further. When it's gone to its next alpha, or because this is supposed to be a demo, but it says pre-alpha. So when it's on its alpha, I'd love to try this again. I'd love to see how it goes. I'm really not trying to shit on this game. I'm really not. But it's just not right there. I really, really do appreciate that you've given me the opportunity to try it out. I appreciate that. Hopefully, everybody who watched this, if you found this helpful, please think about leaving a like or subscribing. And have a great day, and please look after yourselves.